Dependent origination teaches that nothing arises on its own. Everything exists because of conditions. From ignorance come habits, and from habits arises consciousness. Let the story continue. After the woodcutter paused in the forest, something subtle shifted. The fear was still there. The darkness was still there. But now, he noticed. He noticed the sound of the wind moving through leaves. He noticed the tightness in his chest. He noticed the space between each breath. For the first time that night, he wasn't only reacting. He was aware. This is Viññāṇa, consciousness. In Buddhism, consciousness is not a soul. It is not a permanent observer behind the eyes. It is the simple knowing of experience, seeing, hearing, feeling, thinking. It arises when conditions meet. An eye and a shape, an ear and a sound, a mind and a thought. Without conditions, consciousness does not stand alone. It flickers, it shifts, it depends. Before, the woodcutter's consciousness was shaped entirely by habit. Fear colored every sound. Darkness became danger. Movement meant threat. His mind didn't just see the forest, it interpreted it. This is how consciousness works. It does not show us the world as it is. It shows us the world filtered through past formations. From sankhara, consciousness arises already leaning in a direction. Suspicious, hopeful, defensive, desiring. And because consciousness leans, it begins to organize experience. This is me. That is the world. This is dangerous. That is safe. Without knowing it, identity begins to form. But something else happened. As the woodcutter stood still, awareness softened his seeing. The forest didn't disappear, but it no longer screamed danger. He realized something quietly powerful. The fear was not in the forest. It was in the way consciousness was shaped. This insight did not remove fear, but it loosened its grip. This is why the Buddha taught Viññāṇa in dependent origination. Because consciousness is not free. It is conditioned. And what is conditioned can be understood. When we see how consciousness arises, we stop believing every thought, every emotion, every reaction. We begin to witness instead of drown. In the next episode, the chain continues. From consciousness arises name and form, Nāma-Rūpa. The body, the mind, and the sense of someone here. If this story helped you see more clearly, please subscribe and continue walking this path with us.